am I late to the party?
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now.
Just 2 months ago, This Is America dropped like an atom bomb into the music world. It was all anyone was talking about. If I were better at this, I would have dropped some thoughts on it right away. I don't know, wanted to marinate on it for a little while. Maybe I waited too long. I thought I had more time, but as soon as I started writing this episode, it started sliding off the charts, and now it's all the way down. Wait, what? No, that's not the real chart position. That's just Drake squatting his fat ass all over the charts with his stupid album. If I were smart, I'd talk about that, but I'd rather eat hot nails than talk about Drake anymore. And, you know, this wasn't a song I wanted to mash out a rushed hot take on. This is Music Critic on hard mode. We're not going to be like, haha, will.i.am is a stupid haircut today. No. This is about serious and deep topics, y'all. I think. I'm not sure. Actually, let's go back.
I'll be right by your side till 2005.
Okay, hold up.
Before we start this episode, we need to put some respect on this, because this is the year of Donald Glover, aka Childish Gambino. Now, Gambino has been around for a while, and he's mostly known for his acting, but in the last couple of years, his music career has skyrocketed, especially with his critically acclaimed Awaken My Love album, and now this year, he truly started receiving his deserved recognition as one of the greatest artists of our day. Yes, let us honor this man. A man of true genius, a downright virtuosic talent in this day and age, a visionary who has changed the way we look at the world.
Did you pour Axe body spray on this dildo?
Like a can and a half.
Was I even joking with that praise? I honestly don't know. I know Donald Glover absolutely thinks of himself in those terms. He just keeps sounding more and more comically pretentious in every interview. But if you want a true gauge of Glover's talent, just know that when he was on Community, he was so good that Chevy Chase stopped being an asshole piece of shit long enough to give him a compliment or two. So, there you go. Extremely high praise. But he's clearly gotten more ambitious in the past 2 or 3 years, and this is the culmination of that. Even more so than his trippy, artsy comedy series Atlanta. Now, for any other black man, being Lando Calrissian would be the high point of their career, but that'll just be a minor blip in his year. That's how big he is right now. And here we are. Just listen to it.
We just wanna party, just go. We just wanna party, just go. Dance and
This is America.
Well, shit.
Look what I'm whipping up.
So yeah, this is not a subtle song and it's not a subtle video. The entire thing is filled with extremely loaded imagery. Actually, a lot of it is kind of subtle, like the Confederate soldier pants he's wearing, or the pale horse of death in the background, or the literal Jim Crow dancing. There are 6 billion articles and videos explaining them all, but the most important stuff doesn't really need a whole lot of explanation, I don't think. That's not hard to figure out. It's an extremely provocative piece. For me, the best and most profound imagery in the whole video is when Glover comes through the door with the pizzas and the whole apartment is on fire. This is America indeed. Really powerful stuff. And you know, for real, it's been a long-ass time since we've had a song like this in the charts. Something that says the things that need to be said. I mean, check out the lyrics of this. See what it has to say about America.
This is America. Yeah. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. Look how I'm kicking now. I'm so pretty. I'm on Gucci. I'm so pretty. Yeah. I'm gonna get it. 100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband, contraband, contraband. I got the plug on who a hawker. Whoa. They gonna find you like Baka. Blah.
I don't know. I'm not here. Okay, let me say this. This is explicitly about being a black man in America. And that is not something I can personally speak on, as I am not black. Can we kill this joke? Have we beaten this into the ground? I am not black. In case that wasn't excruciatingly obvious by everything I've ever thought and said, no, I'm not black. I'm a shitload of other things, but no, black isn't one of them. So, my point is that This isn't for or about me, so I could be about to get all of this extremely wrong. But that was also true of literally everything I've ever said, and y'all still watch that, so you know what? Here we go. I'm not sure what exactly this song is trying to say.
Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America.
I mean, it certainly seems like it's saying something, but I can't really nail down what exactly that is. And the only reason I know for sure that it's trying to say something is the title.
This is America.
And just on its own, This is America as a title strikes me as kind of hilariously edgelord. You know, haha, this is America. Am I freaking you out? Or at least it would strike me that way under normal circumstances. But on the other hand, we live in absolutely appalling fucking times, and someone needs to say fucking something. I can't be like, criticizing America, that's so overdone. Let's all wave a flag and eat apple pie and blast the Hulk Hogan theme. Yeah, that's not really where I'm at these days. And if you've managed to not spend the last year and a half being forcibly reminded of America's failures at every goddamn turn, please, for the love of God, please lend me your bubble that keeps you from knowing or hearing about anything anywhere. Because I remember back during the Iraq War 15 years ago where everyone was like, well, this all sucks, but at least we'll get some good music out of it. We got jack shit. We got a couple Green Day songs, and that was it. Now these days, music doesn't seem to be quite so unconnected. The national mood is in fact filtering into the Hot 100. You can see it altering the pop landscape. One of the biggest hits 4 years ago was literally titled Happy, and one of the biggest hits this year is literally titled Sad. But actual social commentary, that's been harder to come by. So that's why this exists. So at the very least, thank you, Donald, for putting something out there. My issue here is I don't quite get what the commentary actually is. I'm clear that it's specifically about being black in America. Black man, get your money.
Don't catch you slipping now.
Don't catch you slipping. America is harder on black men. Black men have to work harder because America will punish a slip up. They have to get money because America stole all their generational wealth through centuries of abuse. I think black people want to party but they can't, or they are partying but it's all an act. It's all, it's all a show for white audiences, or they're not being allowed to party. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing all the work here.
Yeah, I'ma go into this. Yeah, this is Gorilla.
Okay, here's one thing that I know I'm getting from this. Donald Glover really likes Migos.
And I really want to thank the Migos for making Bad and Bougie. Like, that's the best song ever.
Like, a lot. They were on his show, and this song was clearly influenced by them. It doesn't sound anything like his other records. His main influence used to be Kanye. Not anymore, obviously, which is a shame because we could use a non-awful Kanye. But this is clearly Migos. It's got the same flow, and that's actually Migos themselves providing the ad-libs. Them and a bunch of other famous rappers. Kind of seems to me like Gambino is even kind of jealous of all of them. Especially if you go back and listen to that first album, which is all about being a nerd who's not black enough.
That well-spoken token who ain't been heard. The only white rapper who's allowed to say the N-word.
Well, he sure as hell doesn't have that problem now. And I don't know, I feel like what we wound up with is a Migos song with a big "This is social commentary" sticker on it. I see people saying like, well, what it is about gun violence in America.
Guns in my area. I got the strap.
Yeah, in the same way that all gangsta songs are about that. I mean, I'm doing all this shit trying to decode it, and I just feel like I kind of got tricked. Like, you could pull this on any song.
Gotta get. This is America. Gotta get.
Saying that America forces its citizens to get the boom, boom, boom. Very layered, profound. And it's weird, because I do think this song is in fact saying something. It's just that the message isn't in words. It's just all in the vibe. Like all that happy singing choir shit. Sounds like something that played in the background of a Paul Simon song in the 80s. A gospel choir. It sounds like the Fraggle Rock theme.
We just wanna party. Worries for another day.
See, it's all positivity. And I've been watching music critics react to things for a good while, and at basically all times they go nuts for shit that sounds like this. And some of it lasts the test of time, but a lot of it sounds super corny, and even the good stuff tends to get forgotten, in favor of the gangsta shit that critics dismiss as cliches. So this part I get completely. Yeah, fuck that shit, it's a lie, it's not what's really going on. In fact, I kind of feel like if you're listening to this song on Spotify, it loses a lot. Not just because there's no visuals, but because they don't have the gunshot sounds. It needs those gunshots. So, in a way, stuff like Migos and Gucci Mane, which does not pretend to be political at all, that kind of feels more honest about where we are. Even I, extremely not black person, got trap music all of a sudden, because all the bad news has me in a low-key bad mood all the time, and all the angry music I tried to listen to was too ragey, but Migos just hit the fucking spot. So to me, This Is America feels like a defense of trap music, like this is the real black America. But other people say it's a criticism of gangsta rap, and I kind of hear that too. Like, he comes in there and he starts rapping about Gucci and guns and money, and it just feels like, you know what, is that it? Just materialism and ugliness? I mean, church murder isn't something to be proud of, you know? And there's a line in there at the end about being a barcode. Like, you're just another commodity, and going for more money just makes you a part of it. And you don't feel like a badass listening to this. There's no closure or victory. It just ends unsettled and unhappy. So which is it? I don't know. It's complicated. Or maybe it's not complicated. It's just vague. It can be whatever you want it to be. Call me slow and basic, but maybe I wanted something more concrete. And I'm not sure it's gonna last. It debuted at number 1, and now it's very quickly sliding back down after just a couple months. I'm just not sure how much replay value it has. I kind of wonder if most of the appeal was just shock value. I mean, Donald Glover is still a comedian. This song is, in a lot of ways, a joke. Like him doing Michael Jackson's Black or White dance. That's a very dark joke.
It don't matter if you're black or white.
Doesn't matter if you're black or white. The fuck is that shit? See, this is the world's most sarcastic dance. Honestly, I think the whole video is hilarious. Maybe you need a sick sense of humor. But even if it doesn't have replay value as a single, does that make it a bad thing? I mean, it's definitely not a single. It doesn't have a chorus or anything. It feels more like an album track, something that kills in the context of a larger statement. But there is no album. In fact, the label says it's not gonna be on an album if there ever even is another album. So who knows? Ask me again at the end of the year. And even if I'm not sure what I think about this song, I do admire how weird and unconventional it is and how unsettling it is to listen to. Even if I don't understand it, I feel it just as like an abstract wave of anxiety. So what if it fades off the charts quickly? It's not meant for that. You're not supposed to play it at parties. And obviously this guy is an extremely talented artist who put together something of real value. And I can tell you how you can tell. It's because he made a song about dealing drugs, and no one responded with hysterical laughter.
100 bands, 100 bands, 100 bands. Contraband, contraband, contraband.
Donald Glover is not a drug dealer.
I was like, oh, I don't really like rap music. I really enjoy the soulful stylings of the Cranberries.
Yeah, I mean, trust me on this. I know the guy. I've been watching him for like 10 years. On this platform. He started here on YouTube. So, who knows? Maybe someday I too will make grand provocative statements. Catch me 10 years from now with my big multimedia project, Capitalism is Bullshit, Religion is a Lie, Fuck Art. No, I'm a clown. Ignore me.
This is